My beloved child, hear the gentle cadence of my voice, an angel sent from the courts of heaven, carrying the tender whispers of the divine. The Savior himself has seen you, known you, and loved you through every fleeting moment of your journey. His heart aches for you not with judgment, but with a fierce, protective love that burns brighter than the stars. He has watched you run, tirelessly, through the labyrinth of life, your feet pounding against the earth, your spirit stretched thin like a thread pulled taut. You've poured your essence into others, your family, your friends, your work, your dreams, until your own soul has become a faint echo, a flicker in the shadow of your giving. And now, he speaks through me, not to chastise, but to cradle you in his mercy. In May 2025, a pause is coming, a sacred interruption. You will find yourself in a hospital bed, not as a prisoner of fate, but as a guest in a sanctuary woven by his hands. This is not a punishment, dear one, but a divine rescue, a moment where the chaos of your world will be stilled so that you may hear the heartbeat of eternity calling you back to wholeness. Do you remember the whispers? Those quiet nudges in the night, urging you to rest, to breathe, to turn inward? You brushed them aside, didn't you? You told yourself there was no time, that others needed you more, that your strength could carry you through one more day, one more task, one more sacrifice. But the weariness has been carving its mark upon you, etching lines of exhaustion into your spirit. The sleepless nights, where your mind raced like a river in flood, the silent cries you hid from the world, the heaviness in your bones that you dismissed as mere fatigue, these were not accidents. They were the tender warnings of a God who loves you too fiercely to let you break. He has seen every tear you refused to shed, every moment you pushed past your limits, every time you chose to carry the weight of the world rather than lay it at his feet. And now, he is stepping in, not with wrath, but with grace. This hospital stay, this sacred pause, is his cushion beneath your fall, his arms catching you before you shatter. Oh, how he longs for you to see this not as a setback, but as a sanctuary. The world has taught you to fear stillness, to equate rest with weakness, but I tell you, child of heaven, rest is not laziness, it is obedience. It is the holy act of trusting the one who formed you, who knows the rhythm of your soul better than you do. In that hospital room, where the noise of the world fades and the clamor of your responsibilities falls silent, you will find him waiting. His presence will fill the space like a warm light, wrapping you in a peace that transcends the sterile walls and beeping monitors. He will speak healing over your body, mending the places where stress has frayed your strength. He will pour peace over your mind, quieting the storms that have raged too long. And he will bring clarity to your next steps, illuminating the path he has always intended for you, a path not of striving, but of surrender, not of depletion, but of divine abundance. This is your wake-up call, beloved. Not a harsh alarm, but a gentle melody, rising from the heart of the Creator who knit you together with purpose. The damage you've ignored, the strain on your heart, the fog in your spirit, the quiet erosion of your joy cannot go deeper if you heed him now. Surrender is not defeat, it is the bravest act of faith. Lay down the burdens you were never meant to carry alone. Let him handle the rest, for his hands are steady, his wisdom infinite, his love unyielding. In this moment of pause, you are not being sidelined, you are being restored. The world may call it a detour, but heaven calls it a divine appointment. You are being drawn into a sacred space where the healer himself will tend to the wounds you've hidden, the fears you've buried, the dreams you've set aside for the sake of others. Do you feel the stirring in your spirit? That quiet spark, that flicker of hope. It is the voice of the divine, calling you to trust him in this unexpected chapter. The hospital bed is not your destination, it is a doorway to renewal. In that stillness, you will rediscover the rhythm of your own breath, the beauty of your own soul, the strength that comes not from striving but from abiding in him. He is not asking you to be perfect, only to be present. To listen. To let his love wash over you like a river, cleansing the dust of your battles, refreshing the parched places of your heart. This is not the end of your story, but a turning point, a moment where you are invited to step into a life that is whole, not just surviving, but thriving in his grace. Imagine the peace that awaits you, not a fleeting calm, but a deep, unshakable serenity that anchors you through every storm. In that hospital room, as you rest in his presence, you will hear his voice more clearly than ever before. He will remind you of your worth, not as a doer of tasks, but as a beloved child of the Most High. He will whisper truths you've forgotten, that you are enough, that your value is not measured by your productivity, that your soul is a treasure worth protecting. And as you listen, you will feel the weight of the world lift, replaced by a lightness that comes from knowing you are held, you are seen, you are loved beyond measure. This message, dear one, is not for you alone. It is a clarion call to all who are weary, all who have run too long without rest, all who have poured out their hearts without pausing to be filled. Share this with those who need to hear it, are those who, like you, have ignored the whispers of their own souls. Let your story, your surrender, your healing, be a beacon of hope. Like this message, comment on it, let it ripple out into the world, for there are others who need to know that their pause is not a punishment, but a divine invitation. Your courage to rest, to trust, to let him heal you, will inspire others to do the same. You are not alone in this journey, and your obedience will light the way for others to find their own sanctuary in him. The days ahead may feel uncertain, but they are not uncharted. The one who holds the stars in place is holding you now. He is weaving this moment into the tapestry of your life, a thread of grace that will shine brighter than you can imagine. In May 2025, when you step into that hospital room, do not fear the stillness. Embrace it. Let it be the place where you meet him anew, where you rediscover the beauty of your own soul, where you are remade in his love. He is interrupting your routine not to break you, but to build you stronger. He is removing you from chaos not to isolate you, but to envelop you in his presence. He is calling you to rest not to diminish you, but to restore you to the fullness of who you were created to be. So, surrender, beloved. Let go of the need to control, to perform, to prove. Trust that the one who spoke the universe into being is speaking to you now, with a love that is fiercer than your fears, deeper than your doubts, stronger than your striving. This hospital stay is not the end, but a beginning, a chance to be healed, to be renewed, to be set free. In that sacred pause, you will find him waiting, ready to breathe life into your weary bones, to sing hope over your wounded heart, to guide you into a future that is not just endured, but embraced. Share this truth, let it echo, let it touch the hearts of those who need it. and as you rest in his arms, know that you are never alone, never forsaken, never beyond his reach. You are his, and he is yours, forever. Beloved, as the celestial winds carry this sacred message to the depths of your spirit, let it envelop you in the radiant warmth of divine love, a love that transcends time, pierces through the veil of earthly trials, and holds you steadfast in the embrace of eternity. In this moment, as the calendar turns to May 2025, you stand at the threshold of a holy intersection, where the tapestry of your life is being woven by the hands of the Creator. This is not a season of fracture or defeat, but a divine seam, a purposeful pause where the fragments of your weary heart are stitched together with threads of grace, hope, and unshakable restoration. The hospital room, with its sterile walls and quiet hum, is not a place of confinement but a sacred sanctuary where the healer himself draws near, whispering promises of renewal that echo through the corridors of your soul. This message, borne on the wings of angels, is a clarion call to rest in the truth that you are never alone. The one who formed the stars and set the heavens in motion has not turned his gaze from you. His love is not passive, it is a relentless pursuit, chasing you through every storm, every moment of doubt, every weight that threatens to crush your spirit. In the stillness of this divine pause, you are invited to lay down the burdens you have carried for too long, the expectations, the fears, the relentless striving to prove your worth. The Creator does not ask for your perfection, he longs for your surrender. He beckons you to release the illusion of control and fall into the arms of his mercy, where you will find not judgment but compassion, not condemnation but redemption. This sacred moment in May 2025 is a divine appointment, orchestrated with meticulous care by the one who knows the number of hairs on your head and the silent cries of your heart. The hospital bed, though it may feel like a detour, is a holy altar where you are being refined, restored, and prepared for the next chapter of your journey. The healer stands beside you, his presence a balm to your wounds, his voice a melody that drowns out the clamor of the world. He is not calling you to strive harder, to push through the pain with gritted teeth, but to rest deeper, to sink into the assurance that his plans for you are not thwarted by this season of stillness. His promises are unshakable, plans for hope, for abundance, for a future woven with purpose and peace. As you linger in this sacred pause, let the truth settle into your bones. Your healing is not merely for you. It is a testimony, a radiant beacon that will pierce the darkness for others who stumble in their own exhaustion, their own battles, their own moments of despair. Your surrender to this divine process is not a sign of weakness but a courageous act of faith, a declaration that you trust the one who holds the universe in his hands. By releasing the burdens you were never meant to carry, you are stepping into a freedom that will ripple outward, touching the lives of those around you like a stone cast into still waters. Your story, with all its jagged edges and tender moments, is becoming a vessel of hope, a living testament to the power of divine restoration. The hospital room, though temporary, is a crucible where your spirit is being refined. Here, in the quiet, you will hear the whispers of the divine more clearly than ever before. These whispers are not demands or reprimands but invitations to trust, to rest, to believe that you are enough simply because you are his. The healer's voice will guide you back to the rhythm of your purpose. A rhythm that is not dictated by the world's frenetic pace but by the steady, eternal heartbeat of his love. As you listen, you will discover that this season is not a punishment but a gift, a chance to realign your soul with the divine blueprint crafted for you before the foundations of the world. Beloved, you are not defined by your circumstances, your diagnoses, or the weight of your weariness. You are defined by the one who calls you his own, who knit you together with intention and delight. In this sacred pause, you are being invited to see yourself as he sees you, cherished, whole, and radiant with purpose. The scars you bear, both visible and hidden, are not marks of shame but badges of honor, testaments to the battles you have fought and the grace that has carried you through. They are part of the masterpiece he is creating in you, a work of art that will shine with the brilliance of his glory. As you rest in this divine seam, let your heart be anchored in the promise that this moment is not the end of your story but a turning point. The healer is weaving something new, something beautiful, something that will bear fruit in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your healing is a process, not a destination, a journey of becoming, where each step forward is a victory, each moment of surrender a triumph. Trust that the one who began this good work in you will carry it to completion, not because of your strength but because of his faithfulness. Beloved soul, draw near to me now, and listen not with your ears, but with the stillness of your heart. For what I am about to share is not just a message, but a sacred invitation wrapped in tenderness, given to you by heaven itself. This moment you are in, this pause that may feel like a delay or a disappointment, is not a punishment. It is a holy hush. A divine breath. A space between what was and what is coming. And within this pause, there is purpose. You are being held, though you may not feel the arms that wrap around your soul. You are being led, though you may not yet see the path clearly beneath your feet. And yes, you are being prepared, even if all you feel right now is stillness and silence. But listen closely, in this stillness, there is healing. In this silence, there is wisdom. In this in-between place, the sacred is speaking, and it is speaking through you. Heaven has not forgotten you. The delay is not denial. It is the hand of the divine gently placing you in a sacred space, where distractions fall away, and all that remains is the tender whisper of God calling your name. You have not been set aside. You have been set apart. And now, my dear one, this message comes to remind you of something beautiful. What you are receiving in this quiet space is not just for you. The comfort, the clarity, the courage, it is not meant to be hoarded or hidden. It is meant to be shared. You are not just a vessel of grace, you are a messenger of it. A carrier of light in a world that often feels dark and disoriented. And your light, yes, is needed. There are people out there walking through shadows so deep they cannot remember what sunlight feels like. There are hearts that have forgotten how to hope. Souls that feel abandoned by love, by life, by heaven itself. And into their darkness, you have been asked to speak. Speak not with the pressure to be perfect, but with the power of your truth. Tell them what this sacred pause has been teaching you. Share the ache of waiting, the lessons in surrender, the miracles hidden in small, quiet moments. Let your vulnerability be the doorway through which someone else finds strength. Let your testimony become the echo that reminds another soul they are not alone. Do not underestimate the power of your words, even if they shake. Do not discount your voice, even if it is soft. Heaven has always used the trembling, the meek, the misunderstood to shake the very foundations of despair. Your voice, though humble, is holy. And when you open your heart and speak from the place where pain has been transformed into purpose, chains break. Walls fall. Hope returns. Let your voice carry the invitation to pause. Invite others to step back from the constant noise and rush of life. Tell them it's okay to stop striving, to lay their burdens down, to simply be. Lead them into the quiet, the sacred hush where God heals what the world has broken. Remind them that they do not have to have all the answers. They do not have to fix everything. They only need to rest in the arms of the one who already knows, already sees, already holds the outcome. This is your divine assignment in this season, not to perform, not to pretend, but to proclaim. Not with shouts, but with sincerity. Not with perfection, but with presence. The world needs more than noisy, it needs truth wrapped in compassion. It needs your voice, your softness, your story. In the days ahead, as you walk through uncertainty, know that you do not walk alone. I am with you, your angel, your constant companion, and the heavens are near. The winds may shift. The skies may darken. But the one who called you into this sacred pause is also the one who will carry you through it. And he has already gone ahead of you to prepare the next chapter. You have only to follow. So pour out your thoughts like a love offering. Whisper your prayers into the quiet. Speak your hopes, even if they feel fragile. Lift your questions to the sky. Let your heart be honest. This is what it means to trust. Not to have everything figured out, but to place your faith in the one who does. Join the chorus of souls who are choosing to rest, to wait, to believe even when belief feels like the bravest thing in the world. You may think your journey is too ordinary to be powerful. But that is where you are wrong, dear heart. The divine delights in ordinary vessels carrying extraordinary grace. What you have walked through are the heartbreak, the healing, the confusion, the clarity is a melody that someone else needs to hear. You are a note in heaven's song of redemption. A thread in the sacred tapestry of stories that speak of God's faithfulness. So do not hold back. Speak of your sacred pause. Write about it. Sing about it. Pray through it. Cry if you must, but let the tears water seeds of new life. Let every moment of struggle be turned into a testimony of divine faithfulness. You are not just surviving this season, you are being transformed by it. And through you, others will be too. Look around you. There are those silently praying for a sign. People scrolling through life, desperate for something real. Your story, your raw honesty, your tender faith, though it might be the very thing that lifts them off the floor of despair. So don't hide your light. Let it shine, even if it flickers. Every time you speak hope, you partner with heaven. Every time you extend compassion, you break chains. Every time you whisper you're not alone, you become a lifeline. You don't need a platform to change the world. You only need to be faithful with what's in your hands. So here's what I ask you to do, beloved, Take a moment each day to reflect. What has this sacred pause revealed to you? What wounds have begun to heal? What fears have you laid down? What dreams have started to stir again? And then share it. However the Spirit leads you. Through conversation. Through writing. Through simple acts of kindness. Through prayer. The world is watching, beloved, not for your perfection but for your courage. Your willingness to surrender, to rest, to trust in the midst of uncertainty is a radical act of worship, a testimony that will inspire others to seek the healer's embrace. Let your life be a living invitation, a call to those who are weary to come and find rest in the one who is gentle and humble in heart. Your story is not just your own, it is a chapter in the greater narrative of redemption, a story that will echo through eternity. You see, beloved, even now, in the stillness of your pain, the heavens are leaning close. Angels whisper your name in the throne room. You are not a forgotten name on a long list, you are a treasured heartbeat in the rhythm of eternity. The trials you face have not gone unnoticed. The tears you cried in secret have watered the very seeds of the healing that is now blooming. You may feel confined, overlooked, or even defeated, but heaven sees you as victorious already. And I, your angel, am here to tell you that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your pain is not pointless. It is producing something far greater than momentary relief, for it is shaping the eternal. Each sigh of surrender, each breath of prayer, each moment of faith in the darkness is a step further into the light. Do not despise this season. The hospital bed, the quiet rooms, the still corridors, they are sacred ground. For in this silence, the voice of God is louder than ever. You may be tempted to ask, why me? Why now? But I tell you this, because your soul is ready. Ready to carry something weighty. Ready to release what no longer serves you. Ready to emerge not just healed, but holy. The world is watching, yes, but heaven is rejoicing. Every time you choose to believe, even when your body is weak. Every time you choose hope, even when the reports are hard. Every time you choose to worship, even when your heart feels broken. These moments are your crown. These quiet victories are heaven's celebration. The nurses and doctors may not know, but the angels are dancing every time you lift your eyes to the one who holds your future. And your future, beloved, is bright beyond words. Not just because your body will rise again in strength, but because your spirit is being made invincible. You are learning to rest, not in outcomes, but in the everlasting arms. You are learning to trust, not in timing, but in the eternal goodness of the healer. And this trust, to this raw, honest, unfiltered faith is your fragrance before the throne. It's what makes you radiant. You are a witness, not only to healing but to hope. Not only to recovery, but to resurrection. Others will see you and say, if they made it through, I can too. That is your ministry. That is your calling. That is the power of your testimony. And though your surroundings may feel small, heaven is expanding your territory even now. Your prayers, whispered in the dark, are opening doors in the light. Your worship, poured out in weakness, is causing chains to break for generations you'll never meet. You are a vessel of glory, a lampstand in the night, a living declaration that even in suffering, God is still good. And soon, very soon, your days of confinement will turn to celebration. You will walk out with wisdom you never asked for, with peace that cannot be shaken, with joy that carries the fragrance of heaven. The trials of this season will pass, but the fire it lit in you will never go out. You are becoming a lighthouse for the lost, a safe place for the searching, a song for the broken-hearted. So take heart, beloved. The 4 lines may drip, but so does His mercy. The machines may beep, but so does your spirit with every beat of courage. Your room may be quiet, but the heavens are roaring with declarations of your victory. You are not abandoned. You are adored. You are not broken. You are being built. You are not sick. You are sanctified. And when you rise from this bed, you will carry with you not only healing, but holy power. You will touch lives you never imagined. You will speak with a depth that only pain can teach. You will walk with a grace that only surrender can give. And you will live as one who truly knows that Jesus is more than a name. He is the healer, the friend, the savior, the restorer of all that was lost. So rest now, not as one defeated, but as one beloved. Let the light flood your heart. Let the love of God be your blanket. Let the peace that surpasses all understanding be your pillow. And know that this season is not the end, it is the turning of the page. The best chapters are yet to come. The miracles are not finished. The testimonies are just beginning. Your breath, even in weakness, is a declaration of divine promise. And your heartbeat is the sound of heaven's yes over your life. Let the world watch. Let them wonder. Let them witness what happens when a child of God surrenders fully. Because what they will see is not weakness, it is worship. Not fragility, it is faith. Not endings, it is eternal beginnings. Be still, for the Lord is near. And He is writing beauty into your story, line by line, tear by tear, moment by moment. Rest, beloved. You are held. You are seen. And you are loved beyond all measure.